divorce, and here is my story. This is a very powerful story, but before then, I would like to first of all talk about my depression. Like, for the past 2 weeks of my life, it has been a lot of series of back and forth. At some point, I didn't even have my phone with me. I have to, make provision for another phone. And because of all this, my email was hacked, my Instagram account was hacked. So trying to get back to my feed to recover all this thing, get access to my YouTube, it was never easy. Finally, I battled with the hacker, I was able to recover my email, change even the phone number that they put there, do a lot of things because of I use excess security. And why this thing happened was because I was facing some challenges. I decided, okay, let me sell out my phone. I was using an iPhone then. So selling out this phone, I made a mistake in the process, and the person that bought this phone from me, I don't know what he did with I don't know. He didn't reset that phone. No, I downloaded Gmail app. I logged in my details there, and because I have to be receiving email and also from iCloud, you understand? So that was how they managed to hack into my phone, um, and hack my email. So it was very difficult for me to access my YouTube. But finally, I recovered all that lost. So, Sasikuma, thank you for joining. I appreciate. And Sasikuma, please let me know. Indicate in the comment section where you're streaming from, and it's like you are coming to my live stream for the first time. Please still be part of the family. All you need to do is hit the subscription button and stay and be part of the family. Like I always say, subscription is free. It doesn't cost a single penny. Right? So, like I was saying, I was able to finally gain access to my Gmail finally here. And trust me, it was hell to me like hell. It was never easy. And again, let me say it's a blessing in disguise because I was using an iPhone and it wasn't even serving me that well. But this one I just bought now is a Samsung, and trust me, I've used a lot of Samsung, but I never expected this Samsung to be this great, and it's giving me the vibes. Right, I'm enjoying the phone even much better than the iPhone I was using. So it's a blessing for me. Yeah, it's a blessing. And as a content creator, trust me, you encounter series of back and forth. At some point, you feel like giving up, but it does never an option. You don't have to give up. So I keep pushing until finally I got myself here where I am right now. So I was expecting that before the end of by this time I should be like 1,000 subscribers, but I'm still stuck at what is it called? 940 something subscribers, right? So I was looking forward to get myself monetized by the end of February, but nevertheless, we're not giving up. We keep pushing. So finally, I'm here, and Tola 18. Tola, thank you for joining. It's like I'm seeing you for the first time on my live stream. Please stay with me, be part of the family, hit the subscription button. Please, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. So, like I was saying, finally I'm here, and it's been a blessing. So that is it. So another part of the depression as a content creator, I say this on my live stream. I want to explain a certain part of a content creator before I go back to the story of my divorce, right? So, as a content creator, you encounter a lot of back and forth, and you get depressed at some point because you are going to cross paths with people who does not understand your vision, who are not on the same journey as you, and they will be part of your life. They will be in your life, and you cannot just chase them away, right? So, for example, I wanted to go live to talk about this issue yesterday, but I didn't close. I got home very late, extremely exhausted. So I just had to I take my bed and I slept. Although I was on my phone until 1 to 2 a.m. My phone switched off and I decided to go to bed. Plugged my phone, hoping that the phone will charge so that um, when I wake up in the morning, I will try to like stream from 6 to 8 before I resume for work. But there was no light at night, so I decided to fast forward my step to the shop. I opened my shop, I on the generator for like 30 minutes while I do the cleanup. My phone was charging finally. I had my phone charged to 60%. I arranged everything, but then I was done cleaning up. Then I said, let me let me go live. So when I arranged everything, go log into my YouTube. Uh, but I've already written the title, the description, the audience, everything, the location. I changed everything just for me to go live. One of my guys walked into the shop. I was like, oh, sorry, you are doing video. Just like that. And because the story I wanted to talk about, I didn't actually expect anybody to be with me at that moment. So when he walked into the shop, it was very early, too early for somebody to walk into my shop just like that. But he's my guy and someone who has been with me for a very long time, you know. So I couldn't just walk him out. Instead, I had to end the live stream. I really felt bad. I was feeling down. I was feeling interrupted. But I couldn't walk him out. So I just had to bear it for that moment. I since then is I just had to take it like that. So this is one of the things you encounter, you experience as a content creator. So trust me, if you are starting content at some point in your life, some people will be like interruption because they don't really understand the journey you have embarked on. They don't understand what you are battling. They don't understand the fight you are fighting, what you are chasing. They don't understand. They don't know how it feels to be a content creator. So they want to just be part of your life. And some people, for example, someone like me, I'm this kind of person that a lot of people lean on my shoulder for emotional support, but in return, I hardly have people who lay their shoulder for me to lean on. So it has been a series of back and forth as a content creator, but it's just part of the life. Now, going back to my divorce story. All right. This is okay, Edo Precious Baby. Edo Precious Baby, thank you for joining. Hi, babe. Let me know where you're streaming from. Me, I'm currently now in Abuja, Nigeria. I'm streaming from Abuja. So let me know where you're streaming from, the location. If you're outside Nigeria, let us know. I want to know how far I'm reaching. And most importantly, like I always say, do wait to hit the subscription button and be part of the family. It is free of charge. It doesn't cost a single penny. Yeah. Sorry. This message is here for you. It's obvious somebody sent something to you. I don't think we're gonna read that. Precious, I'm not sure that comment is for here. Okay, back to the divorce story. I'm very sure a lot of people will want to listen to this story, and funny enough, I have never been married. I've never been married in my life. So how come about the divorce? Okay, I told you guys that I've written a movie. I have done the first audition, the second audition, and the third audition, and we have started shooting the movie, and like I said earlier, once I get monetized, this is a first project. Once I get monetized, this is my first project. So I want to build this community, people who resonate with my goals, who understand why I'm here, stay and be part of the family. Once I get monetized, I'm very close. I'm very, very close with monetization. I know that for sure. My YouTube studio is giving me, I'm checking through the analytics of my content, and I can tell you for free that I'm very close to monetization. So the moment I get monetized, this video is the first project on my YouTube. Now, the video talk about divorce. The video, let me say a movie. The movie address the global challenge of divorce in the society. Now, I just want to give you a part of the story so that you get home and have something to think about. The story go like this. Let me just cut some part of the story now. I play a major role in the movie, and I am the husband, and she is the wife. If a woman watching this video, just assume you are the wife. Then me, I play a role of a dignified survivor of feminism, a dignified survivor of feminism, and the woman is a beneficiary of feminism, right? She filed for divorce and she collected the properties. In the video, in the movie, I have 6 vehicles, 4 registered in my name, and 2 I inherited from my dad, and a house I built for myself and my wife, and the company I bought for her, and the company I was running my car dealing business. She collected literally everything. I only survived with 2 cars, 1999 Toyota Land Cruiser, and 2018 Toyota Hilux. So the 4 vehicles she collected from me are all luxury cars, like SUV, right? Yeah. She went away with the money and squandered everything, and the company she collected from me, immediately the news was published that I'm no longer the CEO of the company. All the investors withdrew. Yeah. She went away with the money. She squandered the money, just like the story of the prodigal son in the Bible. So, barely 1 year after divorce, she came back and went back to the church to claim that I have not been responsible for the child upkeep. So, I was summoned to appear before the court. So I went back again. Meanwhile, according to this story, this lady, the presiding judge never gave me fair hearing. I was never given opportunity, even as a lawyer. In the movie, I am a professional lawyer, but wasn't practicing. But I had a license to practice, but I wasn't practicing. I focused on my business. This is the storyline. So, in this movie, after she went back to the court for the second summon, I appeared before the court. This time around, judge asked me to explain why I am not responsible. I'm not being responsible for the child upkeep. And here is the main story. Okay, look at it. The judge asked me, why are you not being responsible for your children upkeep? You are not been paying the school fees, you are not been paying the hospital bills, you are not been feeding. This is what your wife or your ex-wife or the mother of your kid claimed. Now, what do you have to say about this? And here was my story. My Lord, I can tell for free that I am a dignified survivor of feminism as a result of injustice in this court. You sat on that desk as a presiding judge and conducted our divorce. it was in this particular court we got married and we got divorced here. But here is what happened. I, as a lawyer, I wasn't given a fair hearing to actually explain my own side of the story, and I never mind to. In fact, I have the right and I have the right to counter for a counter suit or to stand as a lawyer to defend myself. But I was never bothered because I know she was lying against me, and I knew for real that she is going to expose herself one day. So I just kept quiet as she collected everything I had. The only business I was surviving with was car dealing. I have a car business, a car stand, and this one thing she didn't know is that this business is not mine. This business is not mine. Now, this is how it works. I registered the company in my name, and I was paying for the environment where I have a car stand. Sometimes I had like 1,000, 1,500, even 2,000 vehicles lying up in my car stand. And the contract in that place is renewable after every 4 years. Now, when my wife collected this company from me, all the investors withdrew. And the business failed. And when the rent expired in that place, she didn't have the financial capacity and what it takes to renew that rent, so she was ejected from that place. That was how my business collapsed. Now, she went away with 4 good vehicles, all are SUVs. Now, I only survived with 2 cars. And what I did was, because I wasn't running any other business, that was the only business I was doing, and that's the only business I've known all my life, I have to sell these 2 vehicles, use the money to buy a land, build at least 2 bedroom flat so I can have a roof over my head. And since then, I don't have any business I do. And my wife deprived me of the children. She have never told me. I made several attempts to get in touch with them, but she kept me away. And since she don't want me to be part of their story, she don't want me to be part of their life, and she have everything it takes to take care of the children, I believe when they grow up, they will look for their father one day. So I just stayed away, clear from her, because that's what she wanted, right? Now, I explained this story just in summary. Now, my wife stood again to tell the presiding judge that while in our marriage, I was abused. I was abusive in the marriage, and for the past 3 years of our marriage, we were never intimate as husband and wife. And this is a story that was supposed to have been told before the presiding judge conducted the divorce, but this wasn't held in the court until the day she summoned me again to appear for not being responsible for the children upkeep. Now, when she said for the past 3 years of our marriage, we were never intimate as husband and wife, and they just asked me to explain my own side of the story. Now, I stood up to explain, and I told the judge that, my lord, what my ex-wife has said is a half-truth, but I will explain this thing in summary so that all of you in the court will understand what actually happened. My wife said I broke her leg, and she said we were never intimate as husband and wife for the past 3 years of our marriage. But now, my wife here have 2-year-old baby, and our divorce is just 1 year ago. Can you connect the dot? That means she was actually seeing somebody. Now, in the area she said we were never intimate for the past 3 years. Now, I'm going to explain everything. Now, when my wife and I newly got married, in fact, you all of you know that as a married man, there is a joy that comes with it when you come back from work and you see your children jumping from one chair to another or running to you while your wife seated somewhere in the tight corner losing her hair or doing her nails with a smiling face. But in my own home, reverse is the case. Whenever I come back from work, it's either my wife is eating chewing gum or she is eating plantain chips with a bottle of Coke, a bottle of Coca-Cola in her hand. And if I ask for food, she'll be like, so aggressive. Am I your cook? Am I your chef? Do I look like a cook to you? And I was like, wait. What if I'm a kind of man that cannot even afford to buy food stuff in the house? Will you even think of talking about a chef or a cook in the house? Besides, that fateful day I went out, I came back from work and I was eating chewing gum. Deliberately I bought that for reverse psychology, so that whenever I talk and I eat chewing gum, she will feel the unseriousness, the unseriousness that comes with it when you talk to somebody while eating chewing gum at the same time. So finally I got home. My wife was eating plantain chips with bottle of Coca-Cola and as usual. And whenever I come back from work, it's either my wife is fine, she's always doing that the same thing. If I ask my children, she will say the children are sleeping. Now, that faithfully I came back and the same thing happened. I asked for my children. She said the children are sleeping. I was like, my Lord, sorry. It shouldn't be what I'm suspecting. Because whenever I come back from work, for the past 3 months now, my children are always sleeping. It shouldn't be what I'm thinking. I'm suspecting something. It shouldn't be that you are feeding these children with substance. Sorry, I have to end this live stream now because I have somebody.
Yeah. Sorry for this. That's for that.